Welcome to the Cyber Sangha podcast. Cyber Sangha is a program of free live broadcasts, launched in 2009 by renowned teacher and author Tenzin Wangyal Rinpoche. Join us as we draw on ancient Tibetan wisdom to discover how to connect with our best self and live to our highest potential. The following teaching, Embracing Apathy, Cultivating Joyful Engagement, was given by Rinpoche on December 23rd, 2023, as part of a year-long series on embracing life with wisdom and compassion. This content is for informational purposes only. Listeners should consult medical professionals for any physical or mental health concerns. Please use headphones and do not meditate while driving or operating machinery.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. This is probably in the United States, the holiday, school holiday, and Christmas is coming, New Year is coming. I hope having a wonderful holiday, Christmas with family. Also, this is a time where the year is ending, a new year is beginning, and I hope that is a transition. It's a pardo, like a pardo transition, so that which means we're leaving an old year, getting into a new year. I hope that we are also able to get rid of a lot of our old patterns, old pains, old stories, and good time to say goodbye. And it's a good time for us to open up for the new year, for the new possibility, new growth. So this is a wonderful opportunity. I hope all of you are taking it that way. I just got back from my long trip from Thailand, and it's been a wonderful journey there. Our Burn community there, Kunduling and Thousand Star Foundation. So I was able to visit them for 10 days and do a service work for them, volunteering for doing a weekend and a 5-day long retreat there. Amazing place, amazing young Thai people dedicated to the teaching. A lot of hope there. So happy to be back home. So today it's a topic about embracing apathy and cultivating joyful engagement. I think it's a really important topic. Probably it's important topic this moment as year is ending, new year beginning. Also, I wanted to share a little bit what I've been doing in my life. It's that probably you have seen little descriptions about my exploring my experiences with the Aura Ring, and I just also Whoop app. So I've been interested in very much about biofeedback. So which I wanted to share a little bit here, and also you know just share that what I'm doing, and people who are interested, I think definitely encouraged to explore if this is something for you or not. And if this is something for you, you wanted to join the club. And I would eventually like to create not the Facebook open group, but have a more close group that where we can all support each other, we can all share with each other. I would like to create a more close community where we can always share, support to each other. So this is also is about idea of embracing apathy, embracing anger, embracing our challenges. This idea of in Dzogchen teaching, one of the thing I think I always feel, I mean always felt, but more and more I feel is this idea of no matter what situation is in life, You just have to go closer to it. You cannot run away from it, and you will not be succeeding anyway. So idea is the even idea of wanting to go closer, wanting to know, wanting to embrace it, wanting to change it, feeling the power to able to change it. It's already a amazing transformation and shift inside ourselves. And how is possible in generally to avoid something, you run away from something? Because you cannot run away from darkness. You cannot run away from your ignorance. You cannot run away from your pain. You cannot run. Even running away from your pain is pain itself. It's a greater pain than original pain that you're running away from. So there's no way to do it. But people still do it. People still ignore situations in their life. People still um, ignore their feelings. People still ignore their ignorances. People do that. So, idea of joyful engagement. What is a joyful engagement? It's a very interesting concept. What is a joyful engagement? What is a joy for you? Um, Culturally, joy could be mean many things. Some people could be going to the 3 year retreat in a isolating oneself completely from the society, going cave could be a joyful. Somebody going completely going into the world, into a party, into drugs. It's a joyful. Uh, Joyful is the level where you put. Um, so so it's important to understand that one thing we can clearly define is our pattern of our lifestyle, that which needs a certain requirement. Like I've been paying very close attention to my with this Aura Ring and Whoop app, that just watching your stress level, for example. Um, I uh, have a funny story. As I was traveling with four different airports, or about 24-hour flight, and I watched myself very closely in Aura Ring. It, it's every moment to moment you can watch it, and you can see four different stages where it says stress, engage, relax, and restored. So four levels you can watch that, right? So I was communicating with the tenant. We have little issues with our home here with raining a lot, and so there's a um, water dropping in the basement, and then we are trying to resolve the problem and getting some estimates. She was kind of working hard to find a solution for that, and it was a little stressful as I getting all the information, the cost involved in it to fix it. It was very, very kind of expensive, and I could see myself, oh, thinking about the work which is not interesting to do, cost which is absolutely not interesting. And I could see in 5 minutes my stress was going sky shooting up. It did not arrive at the stress. It went all the way to engage. Then I noticed that. I said, okay, this is the time before it gets into this level of stress. I have to bring it down. So in the aeroplane, set for meditation for 1 hour. Instead of thinking about the problem and the cost, I was focusing on its hearing and thinking about how much she has been kind of directly involved in trying to find a solution, taking the water outside the house and all those things, and just feeling so much kindness, compassion to her, love for her, and uh, and doing my deep breathing for I don't know, like, yeah, it's such a feeling so much joy and love and breathing. And after, I don't know, half an hour, maybe for half an hour, 40 minutes or something, I could see this it, shooting shooting down to the restore level right away. So how do we, unless you wear some kind of device like that, you know something is working, but you don't know for what is working or not working. And I got kind of excited about the device, and I've been talking and sharing with my friends, saying, you know, it's telling about it and how important it is to pay closer attention to your mood, your stress, your emotion, your thought, your sleep, your diet, your exercise. Uh, but then I could see a response from people. Some people cannot even hear it. Even close friends, they cannot hear it. And then some, after some point, I can see they can hear it, but they're not willing to change. And then some people are willing to change, and it's shocking. For these devices are okay. My main point is this is idea about joyful engagement. Oh, that's my main point. Okay, I'm trying to stay in track with the topic of discussion here. What is a joyful engagement? As a Tibetan, I did not grow up eating salad. I did not like a salad. I thought it was a cow's food, a rabbit's food. And over the years, changed my habit and eating more cleaner food. And now I love it. Salad was, I could label as pain maybe even 6 years ago. Now it's clearly a joy. After coming back from Southeast Asia, and yesterday when I got, I first thing I wanted to go and have it's called Ocean View Cafe. Betty's used to call Betty's Cafe in the Berkeley area. They have a Ocean View garden salad. And when I'm traveling, I have that image. Oh, that beautiful salad, a really delicious salad. So I have to go and get it yesterday morning for breakfast. So I change my label of what is good. So everything, what do you think it's fun, what do you think it's joyful, and which is harmful for your body, that can be changed. So you need to just stop, or trying to stop, or at least balance it out, at least not that frequently, whatever that is, because it is changeable. It's possible to change. It does not have to be joy anymore. Last time I was also mentioning this Brian Johnson, the guy who is most tested, biological tested person. Um, and he is basically, you know, trying to reverse his aging um, with sleep, diet, exercise, and many things. And some people are getting a little bit mad at him. You know, I think people who don't want to change things, they don't like people like that, people who are changing. So then he was saying that, you know, and people think, oh, that must be very boring to eat those kind of food, boring to go to exercise, boring to trying to sleep early. It must be very boring. But the truth is, it is not a boring. It is a pleasure. It's a joy. It's a discipline. It's the influence that you want to have to other people. It is joy, because joy, the level of joy can be changed from something very harmful habit to something very positive effect in your life. The level of joy can be changed. So joyful engagement can be changed. So whatever joyful engagement you have in your life, which is harmful, that can be changed. Simple as giving an example of sleep. I'm not saying I have the best sleep. I definitely have improved my sleep a lot and keep on improving more. So what I do, of course, I teach dream yoga, sleep yoga, and which is in order to have a good dream sleep yoga practices, one of the fundamental things is about first to have a better sleep. in order to have a better sleep first, enough. So that means the emphasis on sleep. So these kind of device, I know like not everybody wanted to spend that amount of money, but I think it's worth spending that amount of money. And because of paying attention to my sleep, I skip my dinners. I so just skipping dinner or going out dinner, that's enough money already saved to buy or ring. Not only that thing, just even having skipping one big meal. Very often when your dinner is the one when you go out. Imagine in the world if everybody. I'm not saying everybody should skip dinner. I'm imagining that everybody does skip a dinner or one meal and feel much better, much healthier. And imagine even the world food problem, shortage of food. That would be amazing, right? How much you save money skipping one meal, and if skipping one meal, it's not it improves your health. So the problem in Tibetan we say mine tamche sene. It says human sickness are primarily based on what we eat or how much we eat and when we eat. And do we need to eat that much or that kind or that often? Absolutely not. Or even that time, like eating, uh, dramatically you see a change in your sleep quality when you eat late, when you eat heavier, or when you don't eat at all. So, so idea of joyful engagement is what is the joy in your life? So I'm not really trying to say people should. Uh, I know some people, when I say things like that, some people got thinking about getting a little bit mad, and I think I don't want to change things in my life. I'm happy with what I do. I don't want it to get into new thing. Why device has to uh, test me all the time, every moment of. I just wanted to be happy. I get that point, but what is the happiness? That's the whole point. And why we do not want to know about ourselves. So embracing our ignorance, embracing what we don't know. And when the reason why sometimes we don't want to know because we are afraid, we are fearful. Reason why we don't want to know, we feel our weakness. We don't want to know, we feel we cannot change. We don't want to know because we feel lack of confidence. Or we don't want to know because maybe it's total ignorance, just totally immersed in ignorance. It's just even sense of coming out is just impossible. So, but I encourage embracing the ignorance, embracing the darkness, embracing the fear, embracing the lack of confidence, embracing that emptiness inside, kind of negative sense of emptiness inside, embracing that lack of confidence and some sense of trust, at least even curious. Maybe let's say if the idea of will be, can I really do it? First, people say, I don't want to do it, but that's not true. How do you know you don't want to do it? I mean, you think that way. I cannot do it. How do you know you cannot do it? You don't know what it is. You don't know if you have not tried enough. You did not bring the joyful engagement in the transformation of life. It's not, of course, it's not easy. And as having a teenage son, one in right next room to each other, and who love to sleep late, and I'm the one who like to go to bed early. So we have a problem sometime there. I'm sensitive to the noise. And I'm trying to educate, saying, giving a book. I give him a book, uh, Matthew Walker's book, Why We Sleep, giving write a nice note to him. I'm sending a links, YouTube links and informations about how sleep is important, and the language. I am trying to see the language he will understand. Or sleep is so important. If you want to do, he loves to play volleyball. As if you wanted to, play well, if you sleep good, then you can really play well. If you sleep good, then you can have clarity in your mind. You will do better in the school. If you can focus more. All the sleep related that he wants to be interested to improve is related to the sleep. So I'm trying to give the list of all of them, but I'm not sure it's working. And it's 18 years old. I understand that. I know people was 40s and the 50s and the 60s don't want to listen to that. So 18 years, he has a lot of time. The reason why don't want to change is because some sense of lack of confidence in ourselves. So what I'm saying here is, please be open to your conditions, weakness, limitations, pain, patterns, habits. Be open to it. Open enough to even just question it. I know you don't want it to change, but maybe just say, maybe, maybe, maybe I can change this. Maybe this must be fun. Maybe I will really enjoy it. And it will be really good for my health. I was, eating, having pattern, sleeping very routinely in time and skipping dinner, seeing the quality of the sleep much better. And then I try to sometimes change back to see how does it negative effect if I go back. That means one night, just for experimenting, changing, um, eating late around 9 o'clock and having a glass of wine, just one glass of wine, eating late, eating a little bit heavier. And that night, it was totally a mess, measurably a mess. Deep sleep was not enough, restfulness was not enough, I did not sleep long enough, and everything. But in the morning, I did not feel terribly bad either. It was like, okay, but then I'm very shocked to see, okay, well, there are people who live every single day life like that. There are people who live everyday life like that. And I also have spent many times situations like that. It's shocking. So so I hope, yeah, somebody's saying, I mean, problem with the teenagers don't, but teenagers are teenage, So I think they will have a time to. Uh, when I was a teenage, I had no clue about any of these things. Good thing was I was in the right place in the monastery. It's a different environment that I was in, and not in the moment of all the technology, social media, and all those things. Right now, we have to be careful. Social media, that you're constantly connected with everybody. You're constantly connected with every news. We need to be strong enough to able to hear these news. We need to be strong enough able to even communicate with all these people, or be careful communicating with many people, wrong people. It can mess up. our piece of our life. So, because it's very easy for us to get engaged in pain stories, conflicts, identity. I mean, sometimes I have a Tibetan friend of mine told me that he has a roommate. He's into Tibetan politics, and he said he in middle of the night he would get up and trying to check his messages, and he'd scream something, getting so involved in these politics, even not even. I don't mean to not get involved in the politics, but anything you get involved in life, you have to know that in the end, what is the outcome? Are you impacting the society? Are you impacting negatively your sleep, your life, your health? If you're able to impact positive way to the society, even a small group of people, even one person, by not impacting negatively your own health and well-being, for sure you go for it. But if it's destroying your health, your well-being, your peace of mind, and not able to impact the society, so what is the purpose of getting engaged in the social media? And anything you say or do will bring more pain in the society, because you're contributing, even you're not communicating, but in fact that you are feeling so much frustration and pain, it's energetically already contributing negatively. You're not bringing anything positive out in the world, because you don't have peace of mind to bring. You don't have the right attitude. You don't have a right message to bring anything. You're suffering, and the only thing you can bring is the suffering, what you have. If you have a peace, if you have some solution, if you have some clear voices how to bring something out, then you will bring something out. Then that point, probably you will bring something out, because you are ready for it. Until you are ready for it, we need to need to know how to protect ourselves, and we need to know how to embrace what we don't know, what we can do, and what our belief in ourselves, what we can't do, this lack of confidence. We need to embrace that fully. And then we can see what is possible to change, and all these solution, the method, compassion, it's where the, how you say, method is. It's the place where the joyful engagement is. It's the place where the fire is. It's the place where the confidence is. It's the place where the joy is there. Then that's where you will engage, in the true sense of where you will engage it. As I said, with simple device, I can see one moment it can go up, and you can see one moment you can bring it down. You're able to bring it down in one moment within 10-20 minutes, from from going toward sharp stress to sharp restored place. Within 10-15 minutes you will bring it down, able to bring it down. But you have to change your thought, you have to change your emotion, you have to change your breath. So anyway, just to conclude, I hope my saying a little bit with a force like this way, I hope nobody get offended. And if anybody did get offended, my apology. I'm sorry for that. My intention is clearly to support and help. And as I'm trying to help myself, I'm trying to engage with the people who are also willing to change, and we support each other. And so, as far as only as the teaching is concerned, I think this just simply idea of willing to willing to know what I don't know. Anybody talks about something that you don't know and something that you don't want to know, able to recognize, I don't want to know, why I don't want to know, why I don't hear what this person is saying. If someone don't want to hear it, why in me I don't want to hear this? Who is this? Why in someone me I don't want to understand about it? I don't want to know more about it. I don't want to change it because I don't want it to change. I don't want to change my joy in my life. What is my joy? Maybe it's not my joy. It's my pain. It's my destructive patterns of my life. That is the point. Willing to embrace it, willing to know it, willing to go deep enough in it, and willing to change, and trying to change your own speed. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be little by little. So that's my point. So I hope that all of you who, if you feel a little frustrated with what I'm saying or not liking what I'm saying, at least I hope you are a little bit open to explore why you are feeling the way you are feeling, to not want to listen or not agree or not having some sense of um, discomfort hearing what I'm saying, willing to look inward to that feeling and embrace that fully, and trying to find the level of joyful engagement, places where you are labeling them and see some of these are harmful, and you're willing to change these label from take out from that and put it into something else which doesn't feel so much joyful now, but trusting it will be joyful, peace of mind will be joyful, than negative engagement. A loving kindness is a productive than just going crazy, trying to achieve something, and destroying yourself. It's not a productive. And doing sometimes doing nothing, just being with the friends, doing nothing, and it's more productive than doing something and losing connection with the friends and losing connection with yourself. It's not a productive thing. Productivity, creativity comes from deep, restful, connected, clear awareness. They don't come with loss, disconnection, loss, exhaustion, lack of energy, lack of clarity. They don't come from that place. So know where it comes from and trying to find that in yourself. Trust that you can find in yourself. Okay, so that's all for the day. I wanted to, maybe we can all sit together for a moment, and sit together for a moment in a very simple, short practice that I would recommend to do every day. Um, a loving kindness that someone you live with, your wife, your husband, your brother, sister, someone you love, but you're not always that expression of love comes out. You get frustrated with this person, you get angry at this person, you argue with this person, uh, you disconnect with this person, but deep inside love is there. So people like that, I wanted to be like, people like that should be the object of meditation here. So you feeling stillness in your body, silence in your speech, spaciousness in your heart, and bring the image of that person in front of you, and then look at that person's face, body posture, the breath, the voice. It's this person's, how much hard it's trying to do things in life, even painful, stressful, trying to help help you, help others, help themselves. Basically feeling frustration and suffering pain of that person, that who you love, and feeling deep empathy, compassion, to the point you really feel that loving kindness in your heart, in your body, in your heart. The tears of joy and love will come out. It feels like it will come out. Maybe it's coming out, and let it come out. The tears come out. Let body express itself fully, that loving kindness. And plus, that's the method. Plus, breathe deep, breathe, inhale from nose as deep as possible. So you go one short extra inhalation in the end, and then you go twice or three times longer, slow, deep exhalation from nose, or it can be from mouth too, exhalation, but inhalation from nose, and let body completely rest in the most deeper, deeper, and deeper. And from that deep restfulness, let it this joy, loving kindness arise toward that person that you are reflecting on this moment. So that will be our meditation. Basically, think about, in Buddhism, we talk about method and wisdom, compassion and wisdom, loving kindness and wisdom. Wisdom will be engaging loving kindness toward this person that you love, but not always you're able to feel strong enough, able to express enough, yeah, able to engage with that quality enough. And deep inside you, there's this pain identity. It's in your body, that through this breathing, letting that energy of pain identity clear, release, finding more clear space. So this creating more space, creating more that loving kindness, creating more space, creating more loving kindness. So that will be our meditation now. So I will not guide through this through the meditation, but that's what you will do, and we will listen to the Salivya mantra while we're doing it, and feel this mantra is just blessing, but your heart engaged with this loving kindness. So we play the Saleva mantra. Okay, so I hope this simple meditation, this idea of method and wisdom, tap and shut up, loving kindness and wisdom, loving kindness as feeling uh, closer connection to people you love. And I think the idea of in Buddhism generally, sometimes we say compassion to all sentient beings, everybody, which is wonderful idea, great. But I think sometimes it can become that attitude, that view, simple sort of saying prayer, simply image like that. It's beautiful, but it's not very heartfelt. It's not very um, body does not feel, your emotion does not particularly feels like that because it's very impersonal, like and some yogis could possible, but clearly, personally, for me, uh, of course I do that, but it's so much more powerful, better when I trying to bring that loving kindness toward my wife, to my child, to my sangha members, to my people friends that I know long time, and to seeing them, seeing their life, agreeing, disagreeing, criticism, even the criticism toward you, but still you can see it. You love these people. You know these people, and so somehow ability to feel their suffering and pain, their frustration, their challenges, and then also they're trying to do their best. The expression of their pain is they're trying to do their best. So feeling that, and I think, and you can feel that when you're feeling that or not. It's not your body responds it right away. That day you will have a peaceful mind. That night you will sleep well. That your attitude toward someone, you will talk gentler. You will be more kinder. You'll be more considerate because you're feeling those empathy in it and kindness. And the breathing helps you to do that because you don't want it to hold your stress, pain through in your body by holding your breath, releasing those deep breathing, especially longer, deeper, slow exhalation. It helps you to clear them, activates your parasympathetic nervous system, uh, act, stimulating your vagus nerve, for example. I mean, that's the science. You can, if you have a device like Oura Ring or one of these devices, you can see immediately your body responds it. And that's the beauty about this biofeedback. So this is the future. Biofeedback is the future to that we monitor. Like when we talk about self-awareness. I mean, if you look any spiritual tradition, something that many of us follow, so like a Dzogchen tradition, then a number one most important thing is talk about self-awareness. Self-awareness can be two things, a big self-awareness and a small self-awareness. Big self-awareness is knowing your true self. You knowing your unlimited consciousness, unbounded consciousness, infinite awareness. But knowing the small self is equally important or more important in order to enter into the big self, which is knowing your pain, you're knowing your ignorance, you're knowing your darkness, you're knowing your limitations. Being aware of your conditions, being aware of your pain, being aware of your conduct, and not getting identifying with it, not getting stuck in it, questioning about it. Maybe it's possible to change. If I change the label of joy to negative behavior to positive behavior, if I can change the joy level of joy, then I will improve. Possibility is there, just trusting that possibility. So that is self-awareness. And it's not easy to have it, but devices, this is the modern society, technology based, artificial intelligence is the future. I know people are afraid of. Makes sense to be afraid of, but does not mean, I mean, any development is fearful. And you have to recognize anything which is developing is fearful, because you have to able to adjust to the new situation. The one who is pulling it back, the one who is not willing to change, it's obviously fearful to the new changes. But new changes are unavoidable. So these biofeedback devices, I think, a useful tool. You don't have to be dependent on them, but it gives you some signals, some suggestions, some data that's saying, if you live this life, this is how your body responds, how your organ responds. If you live this life, this is how your body responds, how your thought responds, how your emotion responds, how your health responds. That's all. That's all. It's a simple biofeedback. We should not be embrace it and ignore it. You can say, I had it, I used it, I know about it, I no longer feel the need of it. Without this, I can still live as I'm getting all feedback. That's a good attitude. But right from the beginning, this completely unwilling to embrace one's own conditions and weakness, I think it's good to question that thought or feeling if you have, or when you have that, saying, why I'm resisting to this? What is the reason I'm afraid of it? At least I'll find out about it. Then I don't need device, but I will find out what it is. At least even willing to do that. Willing to know what you don't know, in short. Willing to know what you don't know. Some openness. There must be so much more to know for my growth that I don't know. That openness. That's all what I'm saying here. Okay, so thank you very much. Many, many blessings. Much, much love. Happy holiday. Enjoy your life. And, as New Year is coming, and Happy New Year too.
Thank you for listening to the Cyber Sangha podcast. If you'd like to learn more about Cyber Sangha, visit us online at cybersangha.net.